Here is something that would have amazed your great-grandparents. Walk into any supermarket today and you can buy strawberries in January, pumpkins in April, and fresh tomatoes on a snowy afternoon. For almost all of human history, that would have seemed like pure magic. Our ancestors ate what the land offered in that very moment and not a bite more. Their whole year turned like a wheel, each season bringing its own foods, its own flavors, and its own quiet rhythm. Today, let us step back into that older, more grounded way of eating. Spring arrived like relief after a long, lean winter. The first tender greens pushed up through the soil, and families welcomed them eagerly. Young lettuces, wild garlic, peas, asparagus, radishes, and the first bright herbs brought a lightness back to the table after months of stored roots and preserves. In many cultures, this was the season of gentle, fresh eating, a natural turning toward crisp, green, living foods. After a winter of heavy fare, that first taste of something young and green was pure joy, and it marked the whole world waking up again. Summer was the season of plenty, and everyone knew it would not last. Gardens overflowed with tomatoes, cucumbers, berries, stone fruits, beans, and sweet corn. Meals grew colourful and light, eaten fresh, sun-warmed, and often straight from the vine. But wise families never simply feasted and forgot. Even at the height of abundance, they were already drying, canning, and preserving the extra, tucking summer away in jars for the cold months to come. Every ripe basket carried a little thought for the winter that everyone knew was patiently waiting. Then came autumn, the great harvest and the busiest, most important season of the food year. This was the time of apples and pears, pumpkins and winter squash, nuts, grains, and the sturdy root vegetables that would keep for months. Kitchens hummed with the work of putting food by, filling cellars, drying racks, and pantry shelves. Meals turned warmer and heartier as the air grew crisp. There was a deep satisfaction in a full larder, the reassuring feeling of having gathered enough to carry the whole family safely through the dark days ahead. Winter was the season of leaning on all that careful work. Now families ate from the cellar and the pantry, slow simmered stews of stored roots, hearty grains, dried beans, preserved fruits, and the ferments and pickles saved from brighter months. Meals were warming, patient, and grounding. There was less variety, yes, but there was also a cozy rhythm to it, and a quiet gratitude for every jar opened. Then, slowly, spring would return, and the whole gentle wheel would begin to turn once more, just as it had for countless generations. You do not need a farm or a cellar to borrow a little of this seasonal wisdom. Simply choosing what is fresh and local right now, visiting a farmer's market, or noticing what is in season can reconnect you to that old, grounding rhythm. Seasonal food is often more flavorful, tends to be more affordable, and gently varies your plate through the year the way nature intended. If you ever have specific dietary needs, a professional can help you shape a seasonal approach that truly fits you. Today we followed the old wheel of the year through the kitchen, the fresh green relief of spring, the bright abundance of summer, the busy gathering of autumn, and the warm, patient eating of winter. Our ancestors lived in step with this rhythm, and there is real comfort and flavor in borrowing a little of it back. Here at HappyMind Nutrition, we love reconnecting with the natural, time-tested ways families once ate. If that rhythm speaks to you, please subscribe and turn the wheel with us next time. Thank you so much for spending this season with us.